So, the deck that we have here first is what is titled Goron sent the. This is from Goron27 in Twitch, and Goron sent me the deck list, and the title was Bloodletter Combo. Now, I don't really know if there's, I wouldn't necessarily call it a combo per se, but we are building around Bloodletter of Aclazotz, which is 2/4 flyer, and then if an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life. And the combo here is Mindlink Mech. So this is a vehicle. It's 3 mana for a 4/3. And when it becomes crewed for the first time each turn, until end of turn, it becomes a copy of a non-legendary creature, and then it keeps its stats. It's still a 4/3 and has flying. So what you are doing is you are trying to, like, the quote-unquote combo is Bloodletter plus Mech, because you get basically 2 Bloodletters, where if you curve Mech into Bloodletter, you can crew the Mech using Bloodletter, and then that's double. So you get to push a lot of damage when you have that curve. I don't know if we should be playing more Mindlink Mechs. Maybe like a third copy could be pretty good. But the rest of the deck is kind of like your typical blue-black mid-range fare. So you have Deep-Cavern Bat, Faerie Dreamthief as kind of your other like cheap creatures that help kind of smooth out your draw. Removal spells in the form of Cut Down, Bitter Triumph, Go for the Throat. And then you also have a couple of Spell Pierce for interaction, and then Make Disappear. And you also have Spyglass Siren, which is very nice with Subterranean Schooner. That's like one of the best curves in Standard. And then all of these small creatures get paid off by playing Gix. We're playing the full 4 copies of Gix, which normally is a lot, but I think it makes sense if you're choosing to play so many 1-drops, like 4 Siren, 3 Faerie Dreamthief, and then you have the 2-drops as well. Both Mastermind and Deep-Cavern Bat can kind of curve nicely into Gix. So a bit of a different take on the blue-black mid-range decks, which is, I think this deck, definitely has potential. We have the Sheoldreds in the sideboard because we're playing the Bloodletters in the main. So I don't know if we should be cutting Bloodletter when we bring in Sheoldred, or maybe we just want to have more 4-drops in the deck post-board. And then Disdainful Stroke for ramp, Tidebinder for leyline binding and that kind of stuff. More removal in the form of Go for the Throw, Parasitic Grasp, Duress for control, Kaito for the grinding matchups. So that is the deck list, and like I said, really just trying to showcase the power of Mindlink Mech combined with Bloodletter. And this deck's interesting, but we'll have to see if it plays out any better or worse than kind of the more traditional blue-black decks. Ooh, 6-land Bitter Triumph. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, right? We kind of have a spell here in the form of Restless Reef. Okay, this hand's really good. Curving Siren into Malcolm into Bloodletter. I think I'm just gonna put back, or excuse me, into Gix. I think I'm putting back Bloodletter. I don't want to put back my 3rd land. I know this is kind of like a Bloodletter deck, and Bloodletter is pretty sick in this hand, but I don't think I don't think Bloodletter is better than Gix in this hand, if that makes sense. Drawing this kind of makes me wish I'd put back the 2-drop, but Skrelv's Hive. So this looks like the mono-white poison deck. Definitely just going to hold up my stuff. I don't know if this matchup is good or bad. We'll have to see. I've played against this a couple of times on the ladder. It's like Skrelv, Hive, Annex Sentry, Takasia's Welcome, Charge of the Mites, Ossification. I've seen people post good results with it, but like when I tried it, it was really bad. I didn't like it that much. Just gonna take this. Falling Chorus. Yep. You're on 29? That's crazy, Parkmania. Okay, so they don't have any colored mana here. Not sure which one of these I'd rather play. I think I'd rather have the Malcolm in play. I could start cooking with Malcolm. And then we just get to go land Gix, draw a bunch of cards. And we have the Gix back to block. 3, draw some cards. I probably should resolve the Gix triggers before the Malcolm. Discard backup Gix. Kind of cooking here. Okay. Well, kind of wish I had that backup Gix now, huh? Sure wish I had another Gix in my hand. Now this is really awkward, because now their stuff has lifelink, and my creatures don't block that well is the issue here. So it's going to be really hard to win without that Gix. Probably want to start off with Dreamthief. Is that good? It doesn't really do that much. Yeah, Schooner can block okay, but the rest of my things don't block that well. Just debating if I should hold back the Siren. Probably not. I don't really know how I'm racing them here, though, is the issue. Because all their stuff has lifelink. Don't think I need this extra... Actually, I could discard Shores here. That should be fine. And then we can go one... Nope, nope, no. Blue, Schooner... I should have mapped there. Yeah, I should have mapped there. That was stupid. Definitely should have mapped. I could have mapped onto the Dreamthief, and then this would be a 2-2 on defense. So I have one good blocker this turn. They're going to attack with Skrelv? I mean, I'm going to try to block your Skrelv. Okay. So I go to 7 poison. Sure. Make disappear. Opponent's currently at 14. They have 5 creatures, so we have to leave back at least 3 blockers at the bare minimum. So, yeah, I don't really know how I'm meant to get out of this. I still have 4 cards in hand, too. Trying to think. Can go Faerie... probably should play the Bat here, actually. Let's play Bat first. Okay, removal spell, Chorus, Duelist, Welcome. We have to take their removal spell. So I can go use the Bat to crew the Schooner, attack with Schooner, and then I'd have to chump block the Duelist, trade for 2 tokens, go to 9 poison. Alternatively, I could hold back the Schooner, and the Schooner checks the Jawbone Duelist. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I actually think that might be a little bit better, and then I could trade for the rest. So just hit with Malcolm. Yeah, this is standard. Discard... Probably Dreamthief. Now we can pass. So as is on board, we can crew Schooner, Schooner block here. These 2 block 2 tokens, take 2, go to 9 poison. Our life total is certainly less relevant than our poison total. Dude, Standard is so much fun. We played Standard all day yesterday, and I had so much fun playing Standard. Okay, crew here. I could also play the Mastermind, but I think it's maybe better to just make disappear their Duelist. So eat the Duelist, block here, go to 9. And they gain 4. Well, they gain a lot, yeah. Or sorry, they gain 5 that turn. Yeah, fun playing Magic. Yeah, we knew they had that, didn't we? Okay, we have to counter this. Now I just have so much less blockers. I mean, I can make enough blockers to survive, but how am I realistically getting out of this in the long run? I'll figure that out later. You know what would be nice? If I can map... yeah, I was going to say a spell onto the Bat. I don't think that's a good draw. So we can graveyard that. No, we have... Our Sheoldreds are in the sideboard. So, Mastermind... Yeah, we need all 4 blockers here, so I can't even attack with anything. Punish for not playing Settle. Settle would go kind of crazy here. This is not that bad, though, because we can profitably block 2. So we can block these 2, trade. We'll have 2 creatures, they'll get 2 tokens, and then theoretically, Theoretically, we can still survive next turn. It's going to be really tough, though. Oh, that's a good point. Malcolm was on 3. I probably should have attacked with Malcolm, yeah, then played the Faerie for free. For some reason, I thought Malcolm was on 2. So eat this, trade here, trade here. I guess we could just do that next turn, right? Yeah, we can go attack with Malcolm, play Faerie for free. And we can even use the Mirrex to make a token to crew the Schooner and have an additional blocker. Jesus. Second Hive is tough. So, attack with Malcolm. Yeah, attack with Malcolm, play the Faerie for free, make a token, use the token to crew the Schooner, that's 3 blockers. Oh. Wait, does this work the way that I want it to? I can play the enchantment half of this, right? I don't know if I want to. So, if I discard Virtue, play the enchantment... that doesn't work, because I still need to be able to have an additional blocker here. Yeah, if I play the enchantment, I'm dead on board. So I guess I should just play the removal spell, which is the same thing as playing Mastermind, but it lets me... Yeah, it doesn't make me trade the Mastermind. So let's go Locthwain, Scorn on a token. And then now we just pass. Okay, they're at 16. Again, I'm not really sure how we're beating the second Skrelv's Hive, because they just don't attack this turn. They shouldn't attack. Okay. So it's probably better to play the Mastermind here, because I can still hold up Spell Pierce. I don't know if I like this attack from them. This attack doesn't accomplish anything, right? It can also make a token from Mirrex. How do we beat all these tokens? We're going to figure it out. I don't know. Ask me in like 5 turns. They gain 2 life. Yeah, but if they just wait a turn, like, imagine they just wait a turn and they can attack with 5 creatures that are all lethal, you know what I mean? As opposed to 2 this turn and then only 2 next turn. I can make 2 blockers, you know? Like, that attack is not good when I'm this low, when I'm this high in poison. Okay, so I only need 2 blockers, which means I can theoretically attack with 2 things, right? As long as it's not the Schooner. So I can attack with these 2, leave back Bat, make a token, use Bat, Schooner to block these 2. Works for me. Okay, that's a brick. I can map here, right? Because I only need 4. I only need to hold up 4 for the Mirrex. So I guess we should map onto one of the flyers that we plan on attacking with. And then we pass. This game is shockingly somehow not over. I don't know what's happening this game. How did we get here, chat? I thought I was dead like 4 turns ago. Yeah, this is standard. I mean, I would have been dead if they just didn't attack last turn. There's no way they're going to attack again, right? Opponent, please. Unless they drew a removal spell. In which case, good beats. I mean, they saw what happened last turn. Like, they definitely drew a removal spell, right? No? Why are we doing this? Why are we making this attack? I mean, they gain 2 life, but again, if they just wait a turn, they have 5 lethal creatures. You know what I mean? Like, these attacks don't make sense. Okay. Where does that get us? So, we only need to hold back 3 blockers this turn, right? So, 3 blockers, which means I can only attack with Malcolm, right? Does that make sense? Can I send anything but Malcolm? I don't think so. I guess I can send the Might token. Might crew Schooner. Well, where's my third blocker if I do that? Oh, just send Schooner? No, because the Schooner's a better blocker if they attack. I want to attack with as many X1s as possible, because this and this actually check their tokens and don't trade. Whereas if I'm forced to trade with Malcolm Mastermind, it makes my position worse, you know? So I think I only send Malcolm to vehicle. I don't think I want a crew. I mean, I can play the mech for free, right? That's going to happen anyways. Okay, play that for free. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because now I have an extra blocker here. Play this for free. No, this is crew 2. Oh, it's only crew 1? Okay. Well, even if it was crew 2, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, I could have attacked with one more thing. And then I can go 2 tokens, crew these 2, have 3 blockers there. I guess this beats a top deck charge. Yeah, this plays around them top decking charge. And we have 3 good blockers to check their 3 attackers. Okay. That doesn't kill us. Oh, it does. They get back charge. That does kill us, doesn't it? I think that does kill us. I can draw a card with Dreamthief to try and find a removal spell. Well, if I crew now, right, I have Schooner, Mastermind untapped, right? They just charge one of those 2, and then I can only produce 2 actual blockers because this can't block. But then I guess I can Dreamthief into a removal spell if I do that. So let's crew this. Takenuma looking for Malcolm. Oh, I could just Takenuma back Mastermind, right? Yeah, I can also do that. Yeah, I could Takenuma back Mastermind. And that makes sure I don't die. Now, next turn's going to be a lot worse because I'm losing 2 of my better blockers. That's the problem. Yeah, Takenuma Mastermind gets me out of it. Or at least it doesn't get me out of it, but it buys me a turn. This game has been wild. They should just go to combat. They should wait till I crew this, I think. Yeah, this is game 1. I know, my time's a little low. I spent way too much time, trying to figure out a way out of this. And I don't think I was that far off. I think if they brick that turn, I might have had them dead next turn. I think I just needed one more brick. How much did someone have to donate? Well, Lead, I actually played Standard for 6 hours yesterday, so it was just the normal price. I really do enjoy Standard. Standard's great. Alright, they correctly just go to combat. I will animate my dude. They're going to cast their removal spell. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. Wait, how does that work? Oh, because it becomes a copy of it. Right, okay. Well, I guess I didn't have any outs then. I can go to blocks and Dreamthief into a removal spell. Should have crewed backwards. Yeah, I guess I should have crewed the Mindlink Mech first. I forgot that my creature was going to not be able to block. Yeah. Alright, I threw that game. Man, that was a tough game. Takenuma Mastermind. If I do that, I'm dead to the removal spell we know is in their hand. Because they got back charge when they killed the bat. So we knew they had charge. Since I have to tap out. Yeah, that's a good point. They did throw that game multiple times. So realistically I should have lost that game 7 turns ago. But, you know. Sometimes your opponent gives you opportunities, you know? Alright, go for the throat. Not very good against them. They have a lot of artifact creatures. Cut down's fine. Duress is surprisingly okay, because that stupid enchantment is really hard to beat. Make Disappear's fine. I'm not a huge fan of Bitter Triumph. They just don't have a lot of good targets for spot removal, you know? Do I want more 4s? Or do you think Shelly is better than Bloodletter? We could try, 2 of each, maybe? Is Timeless a valid donor deck format or no because money? Depends. If I have enough wild cards. I mean, I have I have a lot of the collection. Like, I own a lot of Timeless cards now. The only things that I really don't have are, like, counter spells, Swords to Plowshares, and then a few other things, but I have most of it. And, I mean, obviously, you would never expect me to play Swords to Plowshares or Counterspell, right? Why would Doomwake ever cast those cards? I'm going to bring in a Miser's Duress. Spike's Elves deck. I'd have to look. I don't know. I might be missing some rares. If there's like some random like alchemy card or whatever, I don't know. But I have natural orders. I know that. Yeah, Swords and I guess I could play Swords and Boros or something. Do I prefer Standard on Arena or Moto? If I have the wild cards, I much prefer Arena. I'm only playing this on Standard because I just don't have the cards. I don't have the wild cards in Arena, so I'm playing on Moto today. But if I had the wild cards, I would be playing this on Arena for sure. Alright, give me that Hive. They don't have Hive. I guess Jawbone is maybe a reason to keep in the spot removal. It's like the one creature that's good. And they have Paragon. Second, Sheoldred. Not where I want to be. Just going to take the Duelist and hope that I can rip a land for Sheoldred. Going to take this for sure. Did I see Spike's Jeskai Modern deck? I did, but I don't have any interest in Modern. As of right now, I don't really plan on playing much Modern over the next few weeks. Just no reason to. And I don't like the format that much. Kind of off Modern, to be honest with you. No, I'm not going to Denver. I might go to Chicago, but I'm definitely not going to Denver. They draw a removal spell? Rude. It's really unfortunate. Wait, why didn't they get back Laydown? They could have... Oh, because they wanted to kill the one that was toxic. Yeah, sure. But they could have got... They probably should have killed this one. Let me put a counter on it? Yeah. I think that was a mistake. Because then they just get both back, right? And they kill the other bat. Do I like Pioneer better than Modern? I do, yeah. I do. I think Pioneer's a better format. What does this idiot do? It's a 2/3 flyer. That's really annoying. I think we're dead this game, chat. Only MH3 can rekindle Doom's love for Modern. That's probably just going to make it worse, to be honest. They're going to make Hogak 2 Electric Boogaloo. Alright. Oh, I needed the chump block. Alright, whatever. I should have blocked, but I probably wasn't winning that game anyways. Yeah, I was drawing a tap land. Man, I don't know. I definitely maybe could have done something different game 1. I don't know, that game 2 draw, they just had the nuts. How much I could do game 2. The second Sheoldred was kind of rough. GG. Keep this. Is Legacy a real format? Yeah, it is. There's not a lot of content on it, but it's definitely a real format. Oh, we're in Domain Hell. And here I am, thinking that Domain Hell was only on Arena. I have to play this first. Because with this hand, Mirrex needs to be my third land for Gix. Definitely going to play Bat. Archangel, Depop, of Invasion. They have Cavern for Archangel, which is kind of annoying. I kind of have to take the Wrath, though. So how does this play out? I take Wrath. They go land pass. I go... I guess I can take the Wrath. They go land pass. I go tap land pass. Attack with Bat. They go land invasion. I make disappear their invasion and leave them with the Archangel. Yeah, I guess they don't have white. Yeah, okay. And if they don't play a white source this turn, I don't have to hold up mana for counterspell on Depopulate. Okay. Yeah, now I just don't have to hold up the counterspell. This kind of works out. I mean, they could just cast the Angel, I guess. Just, like, play a... Oh, no, they can't, because they have the... Yeah, they don't have white mana. Right. That's the whole point of this. They don't have white mana. Okay. I see. Did they draw another invasion? The classic Thoughtseize bug. I love getting Thoughtseize bugged. Ooh. Well, I can't really cast that, because then they just cast the Wrath. So, attack first, hope to find a bat? Like, I can deal them 8 damage, but that's not really good enough. So, attack with both. Draw 2. Okay, found a bat. That's good. So now we can go... I'm gonna have to sack something to the Make disappear. I guess I'm sacking Gix? Right? I have to go bat, take the Angel, they cast Depopulate, I go Make disappear, sack Gix. It feels kind of bad, but I don't... Just let them have the invasion back? Yeah, I guess, like, what's the invasion doing at this point? I could buy that. Yeah, the invasion probably just doesn't matter at this point. So, take the Angel, pass. Yeah, this is good. Griffer K, thank you very, very much for the $25 donation. That will be in the queue for next week. Just drop a link to the deck list in the Discord. I'm sure you know where it is at this point. Okay, what do we got? 3, 4. So Bloodletter is, again, only 8 damage. So I think we are just going to combat. Drawing some cards. Yeah, it's because I don't have the wild cards for this deck, Yoked. If I did, I would be playing it on Arena. Okay, Marsh here. Can go Dreamthief, hold up Malcolm Mastermind. Go. Yeah, just do another tax right off. Okay, that doesn't have reach, so I don't really care about that. Alright, they're dead. We did it, chat. We did it. Woo! We got a game. Folks, we have got a game. I repeat, we have acquired a single game win. Attack. You're dead. Alright, well that was sick. That was a good Bloodletter game. I will say this matchup does seem pretty good, just because cheap threats plus, you know, a bunch of... we don't have a bunch, but cheap threats plus enough counterspells is usually a really good recipe against Domain. So all of this stuff comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Question is, do I want Sheoldred? I don't really think that Sheoldred is better than Bloodletter. Just because Bloodletter kills them so quickly. What's the Faerie Dreamthief for? So it does a couple of things. It is a cheap body to curse Schooner, it's a flying body for Gix, and it's a 1-drop for Bloodletter. So, like, the curve of just 1-drop Schooner, Gix, Bloodletter, you really want a 1-mana flying creature in that curve. Yeah, I could keep in 1 or 2 removal spells for Atraxa, because they have Cavern, but I'm not sure what I would want to cut, because all these cards are really good. What's my next worst card? Maybe, like, Faerie Mastermind? Maybe the 4th Gix? I could shave the 4th Gix and play one Bitter Triumph. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do that. I could buy that. Okay. Sand's got a really good curve. Yeah, Mindlink Mech is for the Bloodletters. Like, the idea behind the deck is you curve Mech into Bloodletter. You go Mech, Crew, copy Blood, and then you have 2 Bloodletters in play, and that's just attacks them for 12. Or is it 16? Because it's double-double, right? I think it's double-double. Shelly is good against that card. Yeah, so it just basically one-shots them, hits them for 16. Bat or Schooner? What 3-drops do I care about? I think Binding is the only one. I'm going to play Schooner first. We can Bat next turn. It's just more pressure. And almost all of the cards I care about from their deck cost 4 mana. Yeah, this one's whatever. I don't care too much about that. I guess the upside of playing Bat last turn was if I drew second Bat. But doing it this way is more damage. Archangel, Atraxa, Depopulate. Well, that's kind of an issue. And they're at 19. Can I kill them next turn? They're taking 4 this turn, going to 15. Next turn I can go Bloodletter, Crew, Schooner. It's 3, 4. It's only 10. Putting them to 5, right? I mean, I kind of have to take Depopulate, right? I think. Actually, if we hit a spell, I think they might be dead. Yeah, we hit a land. So now we can go Marsh map here. Try to hit a spell. 2 lands. It's unfortunate. I think a spell would have been lethal, because it would have been 2, 3... It would have been 12, putting them to 3. I guess that's not lethal. Yeah, it's not quite lethal. This deck doesn't play any counterspell. We have 2 Spell Pierce. Post-board, we have 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Disdainful Stroke, and 2 Make Disappear. So you have 6 counterspells post-board. They just play the Angel. So their hand is Spara's Atraxa, 1 unknown. Don't really have a good attack here, because they can just brick wall the Schooner with Angel. Well, in that case, I'd still just go Bloodletter Pass. We only boarded in 1 removal spell for this Angel, though, is the issue. So we don't have a lot of ways to kill it. Can also go... Yeah, I just want to use... I want to be efficient with my mana this turn. Alright, go. It's unfortunate. Although, notably, they have Cavern on Dinosaur, so if they go for Atraxa next turn, and we draw a counterspell, we can still counter it. Play for Gix activation. We're so far away from that, though. By the time that we get to Gix activation, they're going to be able to just... They're going to have an Atraxa in play. I don't think Gix... They're going to play this before we can get to Gix activation. That's the issue. Yeah, we didn't draw a counterspell. They don't necessarily know that. They may not play the Atraxa into a potential counterspell. I mean, they don't even have to. They can just kill us with Topiary Stompers. Yeah, I think I actually have to do this. Just because I'm taking too much damage from these Stompers. Trade for 1. I know. Domain, who would have thunk? They're just going to Giga Chad cast Atraxa? Alright, well. I also can't beat that, so who cares? Anyways, maybe I want another removal spell if they just run out the stupid Angel. Can cut the second mech, maybe? Let's try cutting the second mech. Standard gamers just jam. Just jam. I already have 3 Gix, though. I don't want the 4th one. 1 lander, not quite. Could have maybe kept it because I had Dreamthief plus Siren, but this hand's a lot better. This hand is 1 drop into Schooner. putting back Malcolm. Mastermind's a little bit better if they have beans. Yes, they would, Bolt. Yes, they would. All right, here we go. Here's my boat. Could we get some Yep boats in the chat? Any Yep boats? Mini boat. Okay, so we go Mastermind, main phase, crew, hold up Spell Pierce. What's sick about this... Tidebinder? I think I'll keep that. What's sick about this is if they binding, they draw a card, we trigger Master. I guess they could have an untapped blue source. They have to cast binding now though, because we know they know we have Tidebinder on top, right? Okay, I don't really know. So they just don't have binding then? They know about this Tidebinder. Okay. They should have upkeep this. Resolves. ETB trigger. Yeah, they definitely should have upkeep this. Dispute. Well, if they have Dispute, I can Pierce. Disdainful Stroke. I think I'll keep that one, chat. I think that one's pretty good to keep. What do you guys think? I mean, we just have lethal, right? They go planes, depopulate, we Spell Pierce, untap, kill them. Oh yeah, Dispute's also not standard legal, is it? Topiary Stomper. You get that one. That I accept. When did Dispute rotate out? Had it the whole time. Long ago, thankfully. Yeah. 84 years. Troll Despair. You're dead. Alright, easy. I guess give us more domain matchups. What's with these one-landers, man? Yeah, I can't complain about this hand. I think I'm putting back Bitter Triumph in the Dark. I just want to keep the bat in the vehicle. All right, more domain. Again, kind of okay with domain with this deck. I don't think our matchup is that bad. Binding Sunfall, Sunfall Beans. They do have double white, and they have all 5 colors. Man, this is really awkward. So... if I take Beanstalk, they can just go Proving Ground, Binding, get back Beanstalk. And then I play the Snow, because I really want to cast the Mech next turn. I'm just going to take the Binding and let them have Beans. I don't know if that's right, but it feels right to me. Okay. I can complain. Am I allowed to complain? Asking for a friend. I would love to draw the Bloodletter. Actually, if I draw Bloodletter, they're just dead, right? Because this is 16, this is 20, this is 4. Yeah, we have lethal if we draw Bloodletter. Did somebody say... That, unfortunately, is not Bloodletter. So... Becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature that occurred this turn. Okay, so we go land... But... Land, Bat Chest. They drew Binding. Okay, fine. I have double Sunfall in hand. Rude. Archangel, depopulate, Sunfall, Sunfall. They still have double white. I think we have to take the Archangel. As sickening as that is. Just like, what's the point of taking a Wrath when they have 3 of them? Right? I'm just going to cast Malcolm and hope that I rip a Wrath. You should only be allowed to play one sweeper in your deck. Yeah, they should limit Sunfall. Okay, we drew the counterspell. So we're not completely dead. Okay. That's not bad. So they Sunfall. I mean, just like... We have to draw another counterspell, right? They Sunfall, we make disappear Mastermind. Or, excuse me, they depopulate. I guess we could hold the Mastermind. Is that a winning line? We know their hand is double Sunfall, 2 unknowns. I have 3 other counterspells in my deck to draw towards. I'm trying to think if I'm ever winning if I don't cast Mastermind. I don't think so. I just don't think I'm winning. Ooh, that works too. Okay. That does in fact work. Well, no, it doesn't have 2 Sunfalls. Buck. Never mind, they have 2 Sunfalls. So I guess we discard Bat, play Mech, let them resolve a Wrath, and hope to draw Bloodletter. Bloodletter would kill them, because this would make it 8. I almost F6 there. I could have drawn Spell Pierce. We did not draw Spell Pierce, though. We didn't draw a horrendous card, for what it's worth. Why couldn't you do this the other way around? I would have won the game if you were just in the reverse order. So, crew here. Attack for 4, put them to 4. I don't even know what I'm looking for at this point. I guess I should have mapped onto the vehicle. Yeah, I should have mapped here pre-combat. Just missing a point of damage. So I think I have to keep the Go for the Throat on top, even though they can kill my only creature that crews, but then I can still go for the Throat the Angel, then hope to rip a thing that crews next turn. Saturn6, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you for using that Prime. Chat, don't forget, just like Saturn6, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you too can subscribe to the channel for absolutely free, utilizing that Amazon Prime subscription. Thanks again for the Prime. Was an echo from the first bat? No, I'm like 99% sure when I cast the second bat, I cleared out the revealed cards and they had a second Sunfall. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though. I'm not usually wrong. Very rarely wrong. Still have 6 cards in their hand. Jesus Christ. If I had something to crew that turn instead of the Spell Pierce, would be a lot better. Okay, kill your Angel, and they're just going to play Atraxo? What are they casting here? Oh, sure. Okay. I know, every single card was in the wrong order. Like, if I had to go for the Throat the turn before, I could have killed it so it couldn't fight. Or, well, no, I guess that didn't matter, but just, like, mainly the Spell Pierce and the Siren being in the wrong order. That was really all that happened. Okay. I mean, that does something. Deals them 5 damage. Surely they don't have another binding. Right? There's no way they have another binding. There's no way they have another binding. Wow, they have binding. Ain't no way. Alright, I'm just gonna pack this one in. I'm good. I'm all set. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, you know? It's fine. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we cut a Gix for a Triumph. I think that was right. I was looking at Frank Karsten posted a tweet today because he usually posts like the metagame tweet when the RSQ season starts up, and apparently of the winners metagame on Magic Online, Domain is 28%, which is to give you context, that's more than what Scam was in its heyday. It's kind of insane. Like I don't even think Scam got that much. See, here's the thing though. Domain is not really a hard deck to beat. Like, if you want to beat Domain, you can, right? The big issue is that the decks that beat Domain have a bad matchup against all the other decks. But they're really good at beating Domain, you know? I think I like Bloodletter more than Sheoldred, because it just one-shots them. I mean, I don't even know if you need to ban anything. I just think people need to play better decks. Again, if you want to beat Domain, it's really not that hard. The deck is super clunky. It's going to hold up Mastermind here, I think. Especially if they have beans. Please play beans. Please play beans. Damn it, no beans. Like, all the low to the ground decks beat Domain. Specifically, Soldier. Soldier's like shits on Domain. They have cheap threats and a bunch of counterspells. Like, you just play to the board early, and then, you know, hold up your protects and disappears. In theory, this deck probably should have a good match against Domain. We did beat it last time. But just, like, low curve plus counterspells is how you beat this deck. Because the thing is, they don't, besides binding, they don't have really a ton of good early interaction. So their deck is basically like cast a Wrath, hope that's good enough, and if the Wrath is not good enough, sometimes they just die on the spot to the next attack. You know what I mean? Yeah, tempo. But we don't use that word on this stream, so. I should probably ban that word, honestly. No, we can't use the T word on this stream. I think it's relevant as a context that a lot of people just jumped in the format. After it had been forgotten for months, Domain is the fastest to learn. Yeah, sure. It's like, Domain is super easy to play. I'm not going to disagree with that. That kind of just plays itself. Society, if they didn't draw a second binding. Boseiju. Well, shit, I guess. Did we go shields down this turn? It's the worst that could happen. Depopulate? That's pretty bad. Yeah, we can't do that. Mindlink Mech. Keep that, I think. That's a keep. And then I'll just attack for 3, hold up, make disappear. This seems good. Next turn we get to go Mech, hold up, make disappear. Although, I may just have to cast Make Disappear this turn. Casting something. So because they showed me the Cavern on Angel first, I think I should probably counter this. It's just a joke at this point. Chat loves a good joke. So Bloodletter hit them for 8. They go to 5. Or I could play Mech this turn, hit them for 4. No, I think I have to Bloodletter. It's worse if they have Binding, but... Set the link to player on Wrath. Well, I mean, they Caverned on Angel. I feel like if they had a Wrath, they might have just cast it last turn. Oh, never mind. How does Mech work with Bloodletter? It copies it, so it's exponential, which means that if you Mindlink Mech with a Bloodletter in play, it's double. So if you like if I crew Mindlink Mech with Bloodletter, I get a second Bloodletter. They take 16 from this. Yeah, they didn't play a land. That's worth noting. Okay. Well, they're dead if they don't have another binding, or if we draw a counterspell. If only I had one more mana. I mean, I'm going for it, right? There's like no shot I'm not going for it. Show me. All right, they didn't have it. See, minus 11. Just take 16. Game 3. Game 3. Why don't we have friendly leagues on Pioneer? I don't actually know. That's a good question that I don't know the answer to. Now, what is the Godscape Shift deck in Pioneer? All right, folks. Game number 3, the all-important rubber game. Duress Spell Pierce. Definitely going to keep this. Not a ton of pressure in this hand, so that's kind of a big issue. I'm not going to lead with Duress. I'm just going to go Reef into Island Bat. Get punished if they have Beans. Okay, definitely going to lead Bat. They may just Binding it now. Why don't you play in arena events? I mean, they're just not that profitable. So they have double Binding. So it doesn't matter what I take. Well, they can't cast Binding now. I don't think it matters what I take then. Well, it does kind of, because I can pierce the Binding next turn. So, like, theoretically, I can take Binding and then pierce this Binding, and then they have no Bindings. Because if I take this... Yeah, I'm going to take a Binding. I think that makes the most sense to me. Yeah, we'll see if they want to main phase it. They drew Proving Ground. Yeah, they are going to main phase the Binding. It's a little annoying. Okay, so we know their hand is exactly Boseiju, Invasion, attracts a Sunfall, Binding. So if I play Gix, they're probably just going to cast Binding. So this might be a Duress Spell Pierce turn. So we Duress the Binding, Pierce the Invasion. Yeah, Duress the Binding, Pierce the Invasion. And then next turn we can go land 4, Gix with second Pierce up for the Sunfall. I think this all makes sense to me. So they do go Boseiju plus Invasion. Go Mirrex, black here. Go. Hold up, Pierce. I'll check it later, Gremlin. Okay, they didn't draw land for Sunfall. Let's just snap go to combat. Go here, draw a card. Just gonna play Mech. Mech hold up Pierce. Gix is kind of nice, huh? Bird Migration. It's good that they drew that and not a land, because that's another turn that they can't cast the Sunfall. So yeah, Sunfall attracts the 2 unknowns. We go Dreamthief, Surveil. I think I'll top that one. Done. For 7, draw 2 cards. Yeah, Herd Migration, more like Turd Migration, am I right? So that's probably lethal next turn, right? Well, we can't spell Pierce Archangel of Wrath, so I guess we have to hope that they don't draw a land to kill the Gix. Okay. I was hoping they would cast the Wrath instead of the Archangel. Sure. Can't do anything about that. But now we can just go... They still only have 5 lands. So now we just go Bitter Triumph on Archangel, hit for 4, draw a card, I think. Is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. So we go pay 3 life, kill this. Crew. Kind of wish I drew a 1-drop this turn, so I could hit with both. But it should still be lethal next turn. Already played my land. Your turn. I'm just going to hold up Pierce for Sunfall. Bloodletter hit for 12. No, because they can just trade. If I go Bloodletter Crew, this still is a 4/3, which means they can just trade for it, so that's bad. So we win if they didn't draw another Archangel, probably. The Gix would get through. Well, no, they would just block the Gix with their 3/4, right? They would gain 3 and take... oh, I guess they would be forced to trade. Yeah, but the trade's not that good for me, right? This is standard. Okay, we're holding up mana. Huh. Why are we holding up mana? I mean, I'm just going to do this end of turn. I can't spell Pierce Binding anyways. What could they have? Play Bloodletter, crew the mech with it, then swing at the mech and Gix, hitting them for 12. Well, they still don't die, right? They trade for the mech, they gain 3, go to 14, take 12, go to 2. Maybe that's fine. Well, actually, it's less. I hit them for 4 that turn. Yeah, the Angel has lifelink, so they still weren't dead that turn. But they'd be forced to trade for mech, which maybe is good enough. I mean, I don't know what they could have that Spell Pierce beats, but, I mean, I'm just going to do this. Again, Binding is the only one I could think of. If they have Binding, they have Binding. There's not much I can do about that. Nah, there's no way they brought in Knockout Blow, right? There's no way they brought in Knockout Blow. I mean, I don't think so. So this way we can hit with both. If they have something, they have something, but we get to play the creature land this turn, which is kind of nice. Oh, okay. Or they just have nothing. Man, hands, I will say, hands without a 1-drop look a lot worse than hands with a 1-drop. Tap land's kind of our 1-drop with this hand. I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I should, but I'm going to keep it. What the? What the? What on earth? Let him cook. I don't think I've seen this card cast against me. Kind of forgot that it existed. I wonder what... Okay, I was going to say, I wonder what they're saying. Oh, this is Ash's deck. Right, okay, yeah. I have seen Ash's deck. Yeah, Spike played against Wormlet earlier. Just multi-format all-star teething Wormlet. You know, this game's not going so well for us. I think we are kind of dead. Yeah, this game is not looking great. This deck does go hard. I've played this deck a couple of times. Starburst, thank you very, very much for the 28-month resub. Thank you for using that Prime. Are you going to defend your crown? In the purest of the moderns? God, what do we even do here? Is there any way I can set up for a one-shot? I mean, Mech Bloodletter is still only 16. Even if I somehow can pull that off, and they're at 21. Because if I play Mech this turn, I don't get to hit them. Oh yeah, it's looking a lot better. I mean, honestly, what it was, Bajan, was I just bought 2 more lights and lit up the green screen. It looks a lot better. Oh. Tonbert. Oh boy, I want to take a look at the deck list. Hold on, I want to check this deck list real quick. Is this Spike's list? Oh, you put it in chat, thank you. Warren Fish, thank you very, very much for the 2-month resub. And Tonber with the $35 donation. Alright, so I'm missing 3. I don't think I have Shepherd. I might not have Craterhoof. Whatever, I'll figure it out. I'll craft cards if I need to. I don't have Chalices either, but I'll figure it out. I'll craft cards if I need to. Tomber, thank you for the $35 donation. Just throw that in the Discord so I don't forget. Yeah, it's Spike's main deck. Got you. Yeah, just drop it in the Discord so I don't forget. 3 cards in hand. So because we can't set up for lethal next turn, I think we have to go Gix, play defense. Although playing defense is not great if they have just any way to make this a 4/4, which they have the Mirrex in play. God, this is so bad. I actually think I have to attack. Not really sure we have a way out of this. Mastermind, yes. Graveyard, please. Allosaurus and Cavern plus Chalice is so sick. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that seems really sick to be playing. Like, even though you have a lot of one-drops, just the combination of Cavern, Allosaurus Rider with Chalice, because Chalice does seem to solo a lot of decks in Timeless. World Tree to get 2 Perforos, 4 Osier Accidental to kill on the spot. Sounds interesting. What did you click into? Donation Deck Thursday, Dom. Or is this just lethal? It is, right? Mega dead. I beat Domain twice with this deck. I have one good matchup. I can't say the same about the rest of the format, but I get at least one good matchup. How do we find the deck that goes under us? Well, I mean, we don't have that many one-drops. We have 7. I have no clue what is good against... I assume Go for the Throat's bad. Their whole deck is artifact creatures. I think it's probably just that. Something along those lines. Spell Pierces may be bad. Tidebinder is maybe better. Try it? I don't know. I can't imagine they have that many things for Spell Pierce. Alright, let me look at this deck list again from Tomber. Yeah, I'll have to see exactly how many wildcards I'm missing. What is Freyalise? Is this card good? 3 mana, 4 loyalty. +1, untap 1 elf. That elf and a random elf in your hand perpetually get +1/+1. -1, seek an elf card. -6, you just get a Regal Forest. Okay, that card's pretty sick. I like that card. It seems pretty good. Alright, play first. Okay, I guess? They get soloed by Shelly. Do you think Shelly is better than Bloodletter? I should be maybe transforming into just more of like a control/mid-range deck and not be the aggressive deck with Bloodletter. Yeah, I could see that. That's probably a good idea. I'm probably never realistically racing them in any sort of situation. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I think I'm make disappearing literally any spell that gets put on the stack this turn. Literally any spell. Probably gonna counter it. Alright, I lied. Maybe not that spell. Yeah, they tested me. They called my bluff. Bluff successfully called. Either their hand sucks or they're playing around Make Disappear. I'm going to assume they're probably playing around Make Disappear. That would be my guess. They also notably did not map token that turn. Why did they map onto the Siren? Maybe they were also worried I had a cut down? It's fair. It's reasonable. Yeah, they could have Pierce. Ooh, maybe they have Zoetic Cavern. I kind of want to Tidebinder this. It just uses my mana very efficiently, and it puts a threat into play. And it plays around Pierce, too. They definitely could have Pierce in hand. They wanted to curve into Zoetic. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, too, but then I guess maybe they had Zoetic tap land, and now their plan is Zoetic the Haywire Might. But we have that covered multiple ways, so I'm fine with that. Just gonna go Dreamthief and Surveil, hold up, Make Disappear. Just want to hit land drops. Top. Alright, go. This is not a bad spot. You don't think they're playing around counters? Maybe. But, no, that doesn't make sense, though. If they had Zoetic, wouldn't they just not sack the map token there? And they would just save the map for Zoetic the turn after they have the tap land? So, like, I don't really think they have Zoetic. I think it's Spell Pierce. That's my vibe. My vibe is definitely Pierce. Whiteboard jump scare. This is the only underground river that I happen to have 4 copies of on Magic Online. Easy trade. Easy trade. I'll trade that thing for anything. So now they probably go 2-drop Spell Pierce, is my guess. And then we go land Bloodletter. Hope that's good enough. How many answers do they have for Bloodletter? Like, do they have... Is there anything that, like, makes a creature into a thing? I don't even know. I'm thinking of, like, Witness Protection. Is that card legal? Oh, they have Larcenist? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Do I want to tap out for Bloodletter here? I think it's fine. I think this is fine. Yeah, if they had Pierce, they probably would have used it, right? Counterpoint, Whiteboarder sucks. Yeah, but I'm too lazy to purchase additional copies of Underground River, you know? You also have to think about that. That requires me actually doing stuff. And I'm not a big fan of doing stuff. I'd rather just not. Okay, there's the Larcenist. That'd be kind of expected. This is only until it dies, right? Yeah. Do you think they have another... Do they have counterspells? Can't really go for Bat Triumph, because I need to pay Ward. But I guess we can just play it slow. I mean, hell, I could even just attack first, right? Yeah, the stupid thing has Ward. I mean, I could just go for the removal spell now. I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather just go Bat, hold up, counter. Not that the counter spell's doing that much here. Yeah. Alright, go. The shitty thing about this is now they can just animate this. Hit me for 8, go to 7. They're not animating the Vine Stock. It's interesting. I'll happily take 2. Does that mean they drew a spell? Play the Coast. No, they just want to hold the Vine Stock on defense? Okay. It's pretty good. So this thing's a 5/5, right? Oh wait, that's insane. Because now I just go attack with both, they animate, I can Bitter Triumph the Vine Stock for 2 mana, and then cut down this, pay the ward. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's really good. They also might just not block with Vine Stock. But, I mean, this is also fine, because then I just don't even have to cast the Bitter Triumph now. I could just save the Bitter Triumph for when they animate the Vine Stock. Alright, song request from Hilarious. Wait, which one was it? Alright, in the queue. What is this? What do you have for me? Are we animating Vine Stock after blockers have been declared? That would be an interesting play. Confused. Damage? So they take 8. They have something. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out for you, buddy. I don't think that's going to work out the way you want it to. I mean, it resolves. Your turn. You may proceed. Okay. My opponent has conceded from the game. Alright, I like that. I like it when they concede. Okay, so what do we want to try? Shelly over Bloodletter? Just because we don't want to be the aggressive deck in this matchup. We want to be the control deck. Go for the Throat is bad, right? Like, what do they have for good Go for the Throat targets? I'm not sure. My worry is that they have, like, Tough Cookie, Surge, Engine. Those cards I can't kill with Go for the Throat. They have Larcenist. Could shave, like, a Gix for one, maybe? I just don't want too many go for the throats, you know. I think drawing one is okay because they have a few targets, but they don't have a lot. This hand is really awkward. It's got a tap land and it has a second Gix. I think this hand's just not good. Suppose I could go turn 1 Marsh, turn 2 Shores Boat, turn 3 hopefully double spell. I think that's the best case scenario for this hand. But also we're on the draw with no removal, you know? It's really close. I'm going to try it. Am I excited for the next deck? Excited is not necessarily the word that I would use. Concerned is the way that I would describe it. No, I played a lot of Timeless last night, Raider. Because I had to get my deck list ready for tomorrow. Can I put up a prediction for winning a match when we get into it? Sure. I don't mind. Okay, there's the removal. Thankfully, their hand's also kind of slow. I think I have a turn to play the boat here. Yes, open deck list for tomorrow. For those of you who are not aware, there is a Timeless Creator Clash. I posted earlier about it on my Twitter if you want more information. But 16 content creators were invited to participate in a 1K Timeless event. It's going to be starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, which is 12 p.m. Eastern. And I'm playing in it, so I'm going to be starting up the stream probably around 12 tomorrow. Because deck lists are open, I'll show you my deck list towards the end of the stream. No, they're open deck lists, so we've already all submitted, so I'll show you later on. Just remind me. What was the best Simic deck ever? Probably Oko. Probably an Oko deck, right? Okay, that's a really good turn from them. This is kind of why I didn't go for the throat. Cut down to be nice. Yeah, Spike submitted a half hour late because he didn't even know. I can go Siren, attack, and hope to hit a land. God, this is so rough. I think my assumption is that I cannot win this game unless I draw a land this turn, so I think I have to do this. Okay, there's the land. Now the question is, what do we do with it? I doubt casting Deep-Cavern Bat accomplishes that much, because even if their hand is 1 spell, 2 lands, at worst they can still just go land Mirrex, hit me for 9. Siren Pop Map is not very good, because even if I hit a spell to make a 2-2 Siren, they just go play an artifact, these become 3-3s, make this unblockable, and my 2-2 has no good blocks anyways. So I think I'm just going to go for the Throat of Wormlet this turn. Engine can't attack. Well, right now. They only need to spend 1 mana to do it, right? I'm just going to hold up Go for the Throat. I do like this song, Hilarious. I've heard this song a couple of times. I like this band a lot. This is one of my more listened to bands. Doesn't this band have members from BMTH in it? I think it does. Yeah, I guess they can't Mirrex plus engine. That is true. I always thought that this band had BMTH members, mostly because the lead singer sounds a lot like Ollie, but I don't know if that's actually true. It does sound a lot like Ollie, though. Siren. They didn't play a land this turn, so they have 4 spells in hand. Yikes. Kind of want to bat first, because I would like to start putting counters on bat, if at all possible. Yeah, what is their hand? Destroy target artifact, battle, enchantment, or creature with flying. Why did they not cast that? Why did they not cast that this turn? What am I missing? I don't get it. I mean, I'm going to take it. No, they're not F6. Okay, so crew with the bat. Oh, maybe they thought it was an instant? I mean, that's not unreasonable. They definitely could have thought it was an instant, yeah. Okay, it'll land. Now we can double Siren. Maybe start chumping the mech. Or rather, chumping the Wormlet. I think I'm going to go double Siren rather than pop one of the maps. Yeah, let's just put more shit into play. To be fair, this card does kind of feel like it should be an instant, right? Because basically every other version of Plummet that's ever been printed has been an instant. So, I don't blame them. I honestly, if you just told me the text of this card and the mana cost, I probably would have assumed it was an instant. Yeah, maybe they didn't want you to kill a battle at instant speed. Is there any chance I'm racing them? No, but I can just block next turn if I need to. I'm at 6. Okay. That kills the Surge Engine. That helps a lot. The other thing that I could do is crew the Schooner, try to get them to block with Sentinel, and then kill the Sentinel. But killing Sentinel is kind of pointless when they have a second one. It was a tough, tough spot. It'd be less difficult if we had Sheoldred. I'll just cast that card. They're at 16. The issue with that line die on the phone is they can just hit me with Surge Engine and nothing else, and I can't block the Surge Engine. So I don't know if I like that line. Crew this, hit with these two, they block here, then I kill Sentinel, go to 8. This is a 3-turn clock. No, because they can make it a 5-4. Yeah, they can make it a 5-4. So I guess my plan here is just do this. Yeah, do this. I should have mapped first. Because I'm going to map this turn. I should have mapped first. This was stupid. Because I'm just going to kill the Surge Engine. But I definitely should have mapped here. Because I want to map onto this anyways. Yeah. Yeah, there was no reason not to do this pre-combat. Because I'm gonna do this regardless. Yeah, max punish too. So we go no, then yes. Because I want to make it a 3-3. But I don't actually want to draw the bat. Yeah, so we should be at 11 here. And they should be at 13. Is there any world where you don't use the Virtue on the engine? No, I had to cast the Virtue that turn before they can make it a 5-4, for sure. Because if I don't cast the Virtue that turn, I'm not going to ever be able to kill this with Virtue. Sure. Okay, they hit a land. They already played land for turn, though. So we know these 3 cards. I kind of assume they're going to Larcenist my bat here, maybe? I don't know. Or not. I can actually double block the Sentinel here. Basically trading Sentinel for a Spyglass Siren, which is a pretty good trade. Since they can't kill the Schooner in combat. And then I think I take 4. Can always chump block next turn if I need to. I probably would have ordered the blockers slightly differently. Okay. Schooner has 3 damage on it. I'll take those. We take those, chat, you know? We do, in fact, take those. Giant growth one time. In before Fire Ice. They can ice my Schooner. I'm okay with that. How exactly do you tap a boat? Okay, what are they going to Larcenist here? My guess is bad. Yeah. Removal spell would be nice. How about a Schwamp? Okay, how does this work? So it says, until Deep-Cavern Bat leaves the battlefield, if it doesn't have an ability and I sacrifice it for mana, do they get the Atraxas Fall back? They do get it back, right? That's what I thought. Alright, I'm just going to mech this turn. Hold on, I probably should be attacking here. What I'm going to do is actually... Yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to map onto the schooner. I actually want to keep Bat here. Because Bat's really good with Mindlink Mech. So we can go attack here, get a counter on this. No. So their hand right now is Sentinel, Yawgmoth, 1 unknown. Alright, Bolt Snap Bolt has got us with a song request. Alright, in the queue. The ability ties to the card to the presence of the bat. Okay, so it's like basically the same thing if you elk a Palace Jailer, right? Because I think we had that discussion in Cube the other day. Like if you elk Palace Jailer and then get the Monarch back, they get their guy back. And I think it's roughly the same reason as to why it works like this. Yeah, Bat's also pretty good with Gix. Pull Hater. Something like that. Tough Cookie. Okay. So they can make their map token a 4/4? Yeah. Looks like that's what they're doing. Why on earth are we listening to this song? Oh, they animated the wrong one. That's good for me. Do you think they attack with Kite Sail this turn? You know, our opponent made some decisions this game. Our opponent has made some decisions this game. We'll just leave it at that, you know? Just leave it at that. Decisions were made. Arena players are better than that? Yeah, that's a good point. My Diamond 4 opponent would not make these plays. So now we get to... I mean, I might as well play the Gix too, right? Gotta just shove everything. Attacking with this is obviously bad because they have the 5/5. So let's hit them for 8 probably. Hold back 2 Sirens the chump block. Yeah. We get to gain 9, or Scar. We get to gain 7 this turn. You know, I don't know. Ooh, 3rd Gix. Based. Our opponent has made some... They've made some plays, you know? They've made some plays. We'll tell you that much. Or no, okay, trading 5/5s. Well, this is not a 5/5. This is a 4/5. So I can't attack a 4/5 into a 5/5. I don't think I want that. What's up, Dolan? Pretty sure we should have lost this game. Zoetic Glyph. I don't think that's going to get you out of this. They kept it on top. Reading cards is tough, yeah, I agree. They no longer have Metalcraft for their Wormlet. Why doesn't this say Metalcraft, by the way? It says as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. Did they just not want to bring back that keyword, I guess? Is that the reason? We all know it's Metalcraft, though, you know. The real ones know. Yeah, that's a good point. They did it with, like, weird landfall cards. That was, for all intents and purposes, had landfall, but didn't have landfall. Yeah, Surveil, too. Well, the thing about Surveil is they went back and errated the cards that didn't have Surveil to have Surveil, right? So I think that's a little bit different. Okay, is this lethal through them popping 2 food? I don't think so. But, I mean, I can't lose this game. There, here, here. This is 4, 7, 9, 11. They can go to 12. Oh, no, I have exactly enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. They can pop 2 food, go to 12. So, yeah, that should be exactly enough. I think they were dead if I crewed with Gix. No, if I crewed with Gix, this wouldn't have flying. So I needed to crew with a flyer to make sure that the 4/3... Oh, this thing is flying no matter what, right? Does it retain flying? Oh, it still retains flying, okay. No, you're right. I should have done that. I forgot that it retained flying. I thought it just became an actual copy of it. Oh yeah, we're gonna Gamba. 4/1. Chat, are you ready to Gamba? It is time to get it twisted, folks. This is the portion of the stream where you take all of your channel points and you throw them into the abyss. What is this deck? It's kind of based. We're 3-1 so far. It hasn't felt that bad. 1 land. Not going to keep this. How about another 1-lander? Shit. Okay. We finally found a 2-lander. Certainly putting back Mirrex. Question is, do I put back Cut Down or 3rd land? I think I'm putting back Cut Down. Volnaren Epicure. Can I have that Cut Down back? I was hoping I would get Thoughtseize bugged, or I guess in this case Scry bugged, and just redraw the Cut Down. If they attack, I think I'm snap blocking. Charming Scoundrel. This matchup can't be good for us. Just like any deck that can go under our, 1-drop Gix stuff cannot be good matchups for us. Since we don't really have the ability to ever race them. I mean, post-board we get Sheoldreds, which should help a lot. Certainly don't want a second Gix. Check Discord DMs. Here's a piano for Spike. Burp and fart piano? The hell? What is that? Burp and fart piano? Is it just like... Is it literally what it says on the tin? Just a piano that makes burp and fart noises? I mean, that's what it says. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Do we have a video of the burp and fart piano in action? Let me see if I can YouTube it. Oh, here we go. Found it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Was chat jamming to that song? That was kind of a cat jam. It's kind of a jammer. Holy shit, we're dead. Where's the link? I mean, just all you have to do is go to YouTube and search burp and fart piano. Like, obviously, that's what you do. I can't believe you didn't think of this yourself. This will not ruin my recommended content. I cannot confirm or deny whether or not it will mess with your recommended content. Dude, I am so dead. I'm, like, beyond dead. Do I have to attack? No. I guess we're playing defense. Maybe it was better to not use the map there and just go Malcolm Otawara. My thought was just map Otawara, but yeah, just not cracking the map and going Malcolm Otawara was probably better. Because then I actually put something into play. Yep. You're so dead. Their deck looks good. Kind of want to try their deck. Okay. I think I have to bounce the Warden this turn. If Angelus does look good, yeah. Okay, bounce this asshole. Okay, they were F6, they didn't replay it. I don't know if that matters. I mean, I guess I'll attack. They're just gonna chump block, right? Go. Dude, I'm so dead. We're so close to Gix activation. We are going to be extremely dead by the time we get to 7 mana. We're probably going to be dead by the time we get to 6 mana. The hell is this? Okay. 2 blockers. So I take 10. I'm just going to concede. We can't win this game. Alright, we're dead. We're dead. So, Bloodletter for Sheoldred, because we can't ever race them for sure. Kaito bad. Tish bad. Grasp good. Go for the Throat good. Cut down good. Trim the 4th Gix. Trim the mechs. Just be lower to the ground. Cut the Spell Pierces. Keep 1 mech. Mech is still really good with Deep-Cavern Bat. I could keep the 2nd mech, actually. Cut this Malcolm. I think I'd rather have the 2nd mech than the 1st Malcolm. Isn't BCS a chatter? Yeah, BCS is actually local. He goes to the same LGS I do on Fridays. What does Tidebinder do against them? I guess it stops... oh, it's actually... Tidebinder's decent against Evangel, or the Evangelist. Maybe Tidebinder is better enough than Mech. Yeah, I guess that's good against the 1-drop too. Okay, I could buy that. We're just never racing them with Mindlink Mech. Like, this matchup is all just removal, Slam Sheoldred. Hope that's good enough. Because we just can't ever race them. Their deck is way, way more capable of racing than ours is. This hand doesn't look too bad. I think I'm actually going to put back Bitter Triumph. As weird as that sounds. Just because, like, I don't want to pay life, and I'm already on 6 cards, so I don't want to discard a card. And his deck does look pretty good. Yep. Is there a reason to respond to this? I guess he could have the +2/+0 thing. So I guess I should respond to this. I guess he has +2/+0. I don't know if they play Monstrous Rage, but... Wait till they play Animpical or Baird. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Gleeful makes sense in his deck. Alright, yep, Gix. Yep, that's bad. That's really bad. I don't think we are winning this one, folks. Guess we can play it out. Go Siren. Map onto here. Alright, well, that's a card that we can win with. Sheoldred does do the trick, maybe. Rage would fizzle it. Oh, because it's +2 and the thing. So it's 3/1, and then it's, yeah, it would be 7. That's a good point. Ooh, they didn't attack. Okay. I mean, we're just gonna wall up here. Should play the Mirrex first, even though it doesn't matter. Alright, I mean... No attacks, I think? I could attack with Siren, I guess. Just to gain 2 life off shield. Well, I only gain 1 life. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I'm just gonna pass. Because attacking with Siren is really bad if they have a removal spell for Sheoldred. They could have Get Lost here. Resolute Reinforcements. We'll comment my list on Twitter if you're interested in playing it. Oh, the Boros deck? Yeah, please do. I would love a list for this deck. I'm sure I can get it from Bailey. I'm sure I can just, like... I'm sure he posted on Twitter. Okay, this can't be good for me. Confirmed, not good for me. Well... I guess I will trade block, take 2 for 10, go to 9. Yeah, it looks like the believers are in fact in shambles. It's not a horrendous draw. We need a lot more than that, but that's a good start. I don't think I'm ever winning this game by holding back, so I am going to attack. I just hope that I can draw to something good. It's not a bad card, but it's not a blocker this turn, unfortunately. Gix Ultimate. I'm still 2 lands away from that. Like, even if I hold the Gix back on defense, he just goes token, attack with everything, I block here, take 5. It's a 2-turn clock regardless, you know? Yeah, this matchup is just impossible without sweepers. Jesus. What are the legal sweepers in Standard? Isn't there one like 3 mana give stuff -1/-1, and then green and white creatures get an additional -2/-2? That card's legal, right? Is that the best one? Yeah, glistening. Is that really the best we got though? There's got to be something better. Is there not just like actual infest? Could we just have like 3 mana give everything -2/-2? Yeah, I know there's one for Domain, but there's gotta be something better than the Deluge. Malicious something? Oh, Path of Peril too. Yeah, Path of Peril's kind of busted. Well, I mean, we ended up going 3-2 with this deck, which was fine. You know, we a positive record. Can't complain too much about that. We got to do the Bloodletter plus Mindlink Mech thing once, I think, maybe twice tops. Which, it's really cool when you get to do that, but the problem with playing Bloodletter is when you draw Bloodletter and not Mindlink Mech, the card itself is much, much worse than Sheoldred. So, while it's cool to play Mech Bloodletter as, like, this kind of big top end, I think it's probably I think you're probably better off just main decking the Sheoldreds and not playing the Bloodletters, more of, like, the traditional blue-black midrange decks, but it's a cool spin on blue-black midrange, which is one of the better decks in Standard, and, you know, it was an interesting idea. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment. Everybody say bye, YouTube. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube. Malicious Eclipse. Can't go back.